Hey YouTube, it's VSG Joey G coming at you from Los Angeles, California. I had vertical sleeve surgery on March 28th, 2013. I was 3 months last month, and I'm sorry I haven't made videos in a while. I've been really busy, but I wrote a lot of stuff down on my iPhone, and I'm going to go through it all with you and talk about everything. So numbers, first off. So 3 months, it's been 3 months, almost 4 months. It'll be the end of this month, July. I can't believe it's July already. Oh my gosh, so much has happened. But I'm down 67 pounds. Hey, that's not bad, right? 67 pounds in 3.5 months. I'll take that. I haven't actually been this thin since living in Los Angeles. I moved here in 2003. I haven't been this thin since 1999 when I graduated college. I I can't even tell you the emotions, the feeling. I'm going to get into all that. I'm going to talk about some not regrets that I have, but some things like pre-surgery versus post-surgery. I'm going to talk about that a little bit. I'm going to talk about food choices. But let me just give you a quick update of what's been happening. So 4th of July was awesome. My partner Sunny and I went on a road trip. We went to Texas. It was great. I'll talk about all the food I had in Texas. Sonny lost his job last week. It was kind of expected. Actually, it was 2 weeks ago. That's where we went on the road trip. We were going to fly to Texas, but when he lost his job, we said, screw it, we're going to drive. I love driving. So he lost his job. It was expected, but it's been a little strange having him home. That's also why I haven't made a lot of videos, because I don't have a lot of privacy now, because he's always around. But today he had a meeting, and I kind of want him to like rent one of those mobile offices. They're really popular out here in California. I don't know if you guys have them where you are, but you can just go like rent a space. It's like a Starbucks, but without the coffee. But you rent like a little cubicle, and you go and you do your work. And I think he needs to do that. He needs to get out of the house. But he does have a job, so he's working right now. But his job, he can be mobile. He just has to meet on Mondays. He has to go to an office on Mondays. So the rest of the week he's home, and oh my gosh, crazy, crazy, crazy. But the good thing is that we're working out together. We have a trainer now, so we go once a week, which is really good. We get to work out together, and he's lost some weight as well, so it's good. And we have our big wedding, ta-da, next month, August 30th. We're getting married. It's legal in California. We didn't know if it was going to be legal when we set the date and when we set the venue. We were hoping that we wouldn't have to fly to New York. Well, actually, I did want to fly to New York, but that's another story. But we're hoping we didn't have to get married in New York. So, yeah, we're really excited about that. And the response has been overwhelming. It's been very, very stressful planning the wedding. And it seems like everybody wants to go to a gay wedding. Like, our guest list was at like 90 some. And then when I posted on Facebook, it like gradually kept going up and up. And then people that I would see would make comments like, oh, I hope you're inviting me to the wedding. And so now it's up to like 140. So that's very stressful for me. And weddings are very expensive. Yeah. So, but I really appreciate and respect all the stuff that women go through when they get married, because it's a lot of stuff. And let's just be frank, I'm the bride and he's the groom. Okay, there we said it. But yeah, I'm a bridezilla. But enough about that. And my show went really well. It got extended through July, so I have 6 dates in July that I'm doing that. This Saturday is my bachelor party, and I want to talk about, and that's going to lead me into food. And I want to talk about alcohol. So alcohol, I love drinking. I love drinking socially, and I have about 2 sips, and then I'm done. And it kind of sucks, because when you go to a restaurant and you order food, they automatically assume that you're going to get a drink. And I would get like wine and stuff, and margaritas and things like that. And now, I just have to drink water. Sometimes I'll get something to go afterwards, like an iced tea or something like that. But yeah, pretty much just water. But I do like to drink it. So this Saturday I'm going to try and pace myself and be really good. Popcorn. I love popcorn. I know everyone's sleeve is different, but my sleeve really likes popcorn. And I went to see some movies over the 4th, and I'm so conditioned to eat popcorn at movies. And so I get a small, I don't finish it. Probably about a cup, maybe 2 cups. I get it with butter, but my food's been pretty good. I'm trying not to rely so much on the bars and the shakes, the protein bars and shakes. I love the Quest bars. They're my go-to on the road trip. They were great. But I'm trying to get real food in there. I'm trying to get greens in. I really miss eating kale. I loved kale. I loved spinach. I loved all that stuff. So I'm trying to do that. I've noticed that I've been having way too much pizza, and actually Sunny pointed it out to me, but I can just have like a slice and a half and be completely full, but it's still not good. So I'm getting better about that. I had a treat when I was in Scottsdale, Arizona. We stopped in Arizona a couple times. Oh, sorry, my computer's going nuts. What is this? No, 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 we don't want to do that. So I had the most amazing, it was a dessert. It was a calzone. I wrote it down. It was a calzone with Nutella and banana inside of it with chocolate drizzled all over it. Oh my gosh. I had 3 bites and I was completely full and I felt like I was going to throw up and I couldn't swallow and it was so disgusting, but it was worth it. Sorry, what are you going to do? So food, it's just different. If you haven't had the surgery, after you have the surgery, and you're eating solid foods again, because it takes a while. It took me about a month before I was starting to transition into real food. You eat, and then now I know when to stop. But before, like I would eat, and then like my stomach would feel like it was gonna like have acid reflux, and everything would start to come up, and then I'd have to push it down. But then I'd want to throw up, or I'd want to cough. So I have to be really careful about that, and it really only happens when I eat carbs. I love carbs. I even do really well with like having good carbs, like smart carb choices. But my sleeve doesn't like the carbs so much. But pizza, like I'll scrape off the top and do that. Even I won't eat the crust. So there's ways around it. I haven't really had a sandwich. I don't really have like regular bread, but like I like biscuits for Sunday brunch, so I'll have a biscuit, and I can do about like a top of a biscuit, and that's about good for me. But no sandwiches. When we grilled out on the 4th, I had veggie burgers because I'm a vegetarian. They were yummy. They were grilled on a grill with barbecue sauce, and I had cheese on it. But I didn't have a bun, and I'm totally fine with that. I don't miss actually having the buns. So I miss sloppy joes though. So I'll probably do the flat top buns. What are those called? I don't know. Thin something. But you just have to find what works for you. It's really important that I don't have a lot of processed food. I don't like aspartame, which has been really hard for drinks because I'm not drinking Diet Coke anymore. And so most of the teas that I like, and even like Crystal Light and stuff like that, they all have aspartame. Someone had mentioned on Facebook about a new protein iced tea, so I've ordered that on Amazon. I can't remember the name, but I will definitely tell you guys how it is, because it's summer and I like to drink iced tea, and I can't just drink water. I try and drink water, and especially when I work out, I've been going back to my aerobics class, and I forget sometimes, like I'm so sweaty and it's really hot, and there's no air conditioning in the studio where we have the class. I'll take a big gulp of water, and then I'm like, oh gosh, why did I do that? I want to go run to the bathroom and throw up. But yeah. Oh, my mom came to visit. Okay, I know I'm going very, very fast because this video is already 8 minutes. Okay, my mom came to visit, and she hadn't seen me since she was here for the surgery. So I was really, excited for her to see me, and she thought I looked great, and she was wonderful, and we wanted to go clothes shopping, but there wasn't time, but she gave me money, so it was all good. Anyway, so we went to our normal place where we go on Friday nights. We go to a Mexican place, El Coyote. I love it. The food's not all that good, but the service is great, and I like the people that work there, and I love the ambiance of the place. So I went there with my mom and her husband, and I thought for sure my mom was going to yell at me for wasting food, because before she's made comments like, oh, you and Sonny probably share your food now, and isn't that great, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but except that Sonny didn't have sleeve surgery, and he's always really hungry, so he needs his own food. Okay, so I thought for sure she was going to yell at me for wasting the food, because I had 2-inch cheese enchiladas, and I had black beans, and I had rice. I had maybe like one forkful of rice. I had more black beans than I normally have because I need that protein. And I had maybe like 1 inch of the enchilada. And even then, like I'll open up the tortilla and just like scrape out the cheese, and I like the sauce and all that. She definitely watched me eat. But she didn't say anything, which was really good, because I really feel that one of the reasons why I became obese was because growing up I was always told I had to finish my food. And not that it's her fault, not that it's my dad's fault, but that's just the way it was. They came from a background where they didn't have food. I mean, they had food, but it was hard for them. They would have to really, they wouldn't have like a protein at every meal, and it was, my dad grew up on spaghetti, and that was like all they had, and like sometimes they had the hamburger in it and the sauce, and sometimes they didn't. So they had to eat their food because they were starving all the time. Same thing with my mom. She was Mexican. She grew up on the border of Texas and Mexico, and their staple was just, flour, and they made tortillas, and she knows how to make them really, really well, and I miss that. But this trip, she didn't make any, and I didn't even ask her for any. Didn't even miss it. It was all good. Okay. So, really quick, because this video is going to be 11 minutes. Oh my gosh. So I started telling more people I went on a radio show, The Bob Show. You can find it online. Just type in BAUB, The Bob Show. It's on ubnradio.com or .net in the archives. And I talked about having sleeve surgery. My name is Joe Green, so you can look it up. Shout out really quick. I want to give a shout out to Rachel, Sleevelicious. Oh my gosh. Congratulations. You're on the loser's bench. That's so amazing. I was thinking about you so much and sending lots of prayers, and I'm so glad you're doing well. Keep walking. That's what I did when I first started. I had really fun making iTunes playlists when I was walking, and you have to do it. It's amazing. Corey J. Cook, thank you for posting all your pictures on Instagram. You've given me motivation to start cooking more at home. Kirk, VSG Kirk. Oh my gosh, I love that protein that you posted. The Nature's Valley, it's really, really good. Can I go over 11 minutes? I don't know, but it's long. Okay. Thank you guys. I want to talk about my neck. I don't like my neck. I want to talk about my neck, my loose skin that I'm having on my neck. I want to talk about my belly. I used to tuck things in my stomach, like napkins and things, and now I can't do that. And I miss that. Oh well. Okay, you guys. I'll try and be more up to date on my videos, although I can't promise that because I'm planning a big wedding and I got a lot going on. But thank you guys. I love watching your videos. You guys are all an inspiration, and thanks. Okay, bye.